Join me on a casual and quick visit to the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles. This is an annual must-see for me at LA Live in downtown. Let's go. The exhibitions start on the second floor with a special presentation. I really wanted to see Hip Hop America, the mixtape exhibit, before it was gone. The exhibit celebrates 50 years of the profound sound and its influence. Hip-hop and I are practically the same age after all, and I've played it streaming, on CD, cassette, and vinyl.
If you're like me, you love an LP, and this is quite the collection. Back in the day, on heavy rotation for me was MC Light. You can cha-cha-cha to this Mardi Gras. I'm the deepest female you heard thus far. I know you know the lyrics.
The whole exhibit is a sing-along from start to finish, with Houston well represented, slap culture and all.
How about a little Paul Wall? Sitting sideways.
There's a lot to listen to and a whole lot to learn beyond the beats and the lyrics.
So you're probably really familiar with the legendary Sugar Hill Gang, but did you know the founder of Sugar Hill Records was a woman? Sylvia Robinson. Now she's a real boss lady.
The ladies hold their own in the mixtape exhibit. Their influence is everywhere, from video inspiration to hip-hop star style. The fits are on full display, both male and female, accessories and all. Among the most memorable, LL Cool J's bucket hat and Andre 3000's Grammy performance stage ensemble with Outkast. Remember when he taught us all how to shake it like a Polaroid picture? Outkast has 6 Grammy Awards. That's a whole lot of hardware. Who will represent hip-hop and win the 2025 Grammys in the rap category? Here's this year's nominees for a few different categories.
The nominees for Best New Artist are Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Khruangbin, Ray, Chapel Roan, Shabuzi, Teddy Swims. This year's nominees for Best R&B Performance are Guidance, Residuals, Here We Go, Uh-Oh, Made for Me, live on BET, Saturn. The nominees for Best R&B Album are 1111 Deluxe, Vanta Black, Revenge, Algorithm, Coming Home. This year's nominees for Best Melodic Rap Performance are Kalani, Spaghetti, We Still Don't Trust You, Big Mama, 3 a.m.
Back to our tour of the Grammy Museum in Los Angeles.
So this is the 5th floor, and while there is no music, there is quite the view.
Back inside, it's time to see the rest of the museum and walk the red carpet. A little something something for my Swifties. One of Tay-Tay's red carpet looks. Taylor Swift wowed them in white in 2024 and walked away with 2 Grammys for Album of the Year and Best Pop Vocal Album. By the way, I got so excited about this look from Taylor, I forgot to shoot the rest of the red carpet room. But here's a look from one of my past visits, which included stage costumes from one of my favorites, Silk Sonic, the group that went 4 for 4 at the 2022 Grammys. That was the classic R&B album, and Evening with Silk Sonic. Leave the Door Open is iconic, in my opinion. And I'm not the only Silk Sonic fan, so is this year's executive producer of the 67th Annual Grammy Awards.
Music's biggest night, the 67th Annual Grammy Awards, is right around the corner, airing Sunday, February 2nd. Ben Winston, he is one of the executive producers of this year's show. Ben, we can't wait, and we know you are extremely busy, so thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. It's exciting to talk to you.
All right, let me first ask, with so many performances and presenters, how early do you start planning a production of this scale?
Well, the truth of it is we only get the nominations near the end of November. So we actually can't start planning until just before Thanksgiving. Then no one really wants to talk to us during Thanksgiving. And then you got Christmas and New Year. So the truth of it is so much of it comes together in the last 3 weeks before the show. So it's a nerve-wracking experience making this show. But I couldn't be more excited about Sunday. I think we've got a really impactful, beautiful show that I'm delighted is coming together so well now.
Talk about working up against a deadline with that short time window to get it all produced. Okay, what can you share about the performances? Are there any collabs or special moments you can hint about?
Well, we've got an amazing lineup. That's what I would say of artists that have been around for our lifetime that we've fallen in love with, all the way to this new impactful group of artists that we have here. The best new artist category is kind of phenomenal this year, from Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan doing amazing performances, Benson Boone, Teddy Swims, as well as people like Charlie XCX, who's had a big year. Billie Eilish is back again and is just one of the biggest superstars in the world now. Also Los Angeles' finest, and I think that's an important element of this year. And then we've got some bigger other artists that sadly I'm not allowed to announce just yet, but we'll be announcing them as the week progresses. And I feel really good about the lineup this year. I'm very excited for everybody to see it.
Oh, you're going to keep us in suspense. We got to wait for those big names. Here's the thing. You mentioned Best New Artist, and this year's Grammys is especially exciting for Texas, with multiple artists nominated, including Houston's own Khruangbin for Best New Artist. That is such a big category, right?
It's an incredible category. They are a phenomenal band as well, and I'm so pleased that they're having their moment. But yeah, has there ever been a tougher category than that right now? Ray, who comes from my hometown, some of you may not know, but she is phenomenal. Doechii, who's also in that Best New Artist category, is so phenomenal. Shabuzi, who of course performed with Beyonce at halftime and has one of the biggest songs of the year. Benson Boone, unbelievable year. Teddy Swims, who's incredible, and then Sabrina and Chapel, who are not only nominated for Best New Artist, but also album and record and song and everything else. So yeah, that is a really incredible category for them to be in, and I'm so delighted that a band as brilliant as they are is getting their moment right now, because they really deserve it.
They sure do. And where does the Best New Artist Award fall in the rundown of the show? I mean, will fans have to wait until the end to see if they win, if they take home a trophy?
I'm looking at my schedule that is right there. I would say actually Best New Artist is going to be about bang in the middle of the show at the moment. But I shouldn't be saying that, because you should be watching the whole show anyway. So therefore you shouldn't be just looking out for Best New Artist. But yes, that award will be given out in the middle of the show, and I wish them the best of luck.
Well, we'll be watching the entire thing, and helping move things along will be comedian and talk show host Trevor Noah. He's back again. He's also serving as a producer. How does he set the tone of the show?
We've got Trevor. He's so superb, so smart, so clever, as well as incredibly funny. And I couldn't be happier that he's back for his 5th year as a host. I wanted to work with him on year 1, and luckily we've still got him on year 5. So we're delighted to be able to have Trevor, and working with him is a dream come true for me. He's exactly who we need this year, where there is a line to thread. We obviously, are going to be addressing the wildfires in LA as well, and somebody like Trevor will be spot on to have as our host this year.
Yeah, the show must go on, right, as they say, but this year's production comes amidst the ongoing wildfires in Los Angeles. Why was it important to carry on with the show despite the despair in that area?
Well, firstly, we didn't do anything without the agreement of the local councils and first responders, who everybody in the mayor's office has backed the show happening 100%. I think it's really important. This show touches on maybe 6,500 people take a wage from the Grammy Awards, and I think that's a really important element that people shouldn't forget, that actually it brings a lot of jobs to this area when they need it the most. But I also think we can do real good on the night. Fundraising for 3 local charities that could really do with the support, bringing focus and attention to the devastation and the work that needs to be done in this city, celebrating this city and the atmosphere that has happened in the city since, as well as paying real tribute to the first responders and the firefighters, who are the real heroes of this night, rather than the musical heroes who usually take the attention. I think it's going to be a very emotive, powerful night, as well as not being ashamed to bring some joy, levity and entertainment to people when they need it the most.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see the tributes and all the performances. Before we go, Ben, what's your favorite Grammy performance?
Well, of all time or since I've been doing it? Because since I've been doing it is probably last year when we had Joni Mitchell performing with all of those amazing stars, or maybe even Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs. Anytime I have Bruno Mars on the show, he's probably my favorite artist. He's phenomenal.
Yours and mine both.
Yeah, Bruno is amazing. And then I also love Brandi Carlile. Brandi Carlile's also always been a favorite of mine. And so I always feel very lucky when we have her on the show too. So yeah, I feel very lucky. I pinch myself, get to work with my heroes and make a show that people really enjoy. And I think this year will be better than ever. And I'm excited for you guys to see it.
Those are all phenomenal. Executive producer of the 67th Grammy Awards, it's Ben Winston. Thank you for your time, and thank you for giving us a peek behind the scenes of music's biggest night.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Back to our tour. When it comes to R&B, among the icons and greats is Luther Vandross. He has one of the latest exhibitions at the museum. Luther was an extraordinary showman and an 8-time Grammy Award winner. His sound is timeless and even sampled by some of today's most popular artists more than 30 years later. One of the hottest tracks right now is Grammy Award winner and 2025 nominee Kendrick Lamar. His song Luther, featuring SZA, samples Luther Vandross's If This World Were Mine. Kendrick, by the way, had one of the most memorable live rap performances during the 2016 Grammy Awards show. Kendrick Lamar was a 5-time Grammy Award winner that night. Another ongoing exhibit deserved more of my time, but it was near closing time. Michael Jackson, The Thriller Years. Fortunately, it was a small exhibition, but had a big impact like the star himself had on music. Such good sights and even better sounds. I can't wait to bring you along the next time I visit the Grammy Museum. And I can't wait to see who wins Grammys on Sunday, February 2nd. Best of luck to some Texas talent, including Houston's own Karanga Ben for Best New Artist. Best of luck to some other Texas talent, including Houston's own Beyonce for Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and Song of the Year, just to name a few. Also, good luck to Forrest Frank from Waco by way of Katie for Contemporary Christian Music Album. And Dallas's Erykah Badu for Best Melodic Rap Performance.